Good evening, Captain. All preparations for getting underway are on schedule. The XO is already on board, as are the department heads. 2 boilers are lit off and building steam. Everything is on track for a dawn departure.
Very well, thank you.
Executive officer to the officer's wardroom.
We have been assigned to lead a very small formation. The bad news is that the only other escort we have is about as slow and lightly armed as some of the merchant ships we're traveling with.
That is bad news indeed. Weren't we supposed to have more escorts?
I was hoping for that too, but our convoy and routing division does not have enough of them apparently. The Canadians are helping as much as they can, but until they send the next wave of reinforcements, we will have to make do with less.
And what are we up against?
The U-boat threat has been rather limited recently, so that seems like good news for our friends from the Merchant Navy.
What do the orders say about air support?
Unfortunately, there won't be much, if any, air support for us this time. What I'm worried about is the weather. It has been pretty sketchy so far this month. Let's just hope it doesn't affect us too badly.
That could be good for us, Captain. It will be more difficult for the sub's lookouts to spot our convoy against a dark, rainy sky. If that is all, then let's get a good night's sleep. It may be the last one we get for a while.
And so it begins, my first Atlantic pass. Let's just hope it won't be the last. There are so many things I do not know. Very little is under my control. The crew has been trained, but few have seen actual battle. How will they respond when facing the enemy? How will I respond? The Jansen is the most capable ship in the convoy. It is fast, maneuverable, and heavily armed. I feel anxious for the merchant crews. They truly are sitting ducks. Their only protection is this ship and the single Canadian escort. We are to rendezvous with the RCN at Halifax. I hope the crew can take some liberty there. With only 2 escorts, it will be difficult to protect the convoy from all sides. We will have to focus on priority contacts. If at least one U-boat gets through, this can easily turn into a bloodbath. The weather has been deteriorating for some time now. If it were not for the essential war cargo, any sensible mariner would wait out these storms in port. But we have our orders to set sail regardless of the weather. We're on our own this trip. I was told not to expect any air support at all. Allied intelligence thinks that there are a few U-boats along our path, suggesting low chances of enemy contact. I really hope that is correct, but my gut tells me otherwise.
All escorts, this is the escort commander. Our convoy is approaching an unidentified merchant ship that appears to not be making way. At bearing
102,
range
5,900 yards.
from the guide. All escorts, maintain your patrol sectors and be especially wary of possible U-boat contacts. Stand by for further orders. Out.
Maintaining station. Roger. Bloodhound out.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 009er. Range 2,000 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 009. Range 2,000 yards. I designate contact able. Time 13:39.
Radio, Captain. Send a report to Convoy Commodore. Jansen has unknown contact on radar, left flank of the convoy.
Contact. Able. Coming in much more strongly. I evaluate as a definite contact.
Captain I. Officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship. Contact. Able.
Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery reports manned and ready. Engineering officer of the watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Contact. Able. Now bears 017. Range 1,200 yards.
Stand by to fire. Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Load illumination round.
Contact. Able. Now bears 019er. Range 1,000 yards.
Illuminate. 0, 2, 0. Load point detonating rounds.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 019er. Last range 900 yards. New course 019. Course 019. Aye, sir. Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Able.
Roger. Mountie attacking contact. Able.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie taking station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to assigned station.
Stand by to fire.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead, standard.
All engines ahead, standard. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 023. Range 30 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 023. Last range 30 yards.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 19622886.
Active search 230 through 320. Aye, sir.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 169239. Relative.
Active search 169 through 349. Relative. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 1-8-4-2-2-7-4. Relative. Active search. 1-4-4 through 3-2-4. Relative. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact able. Bearing 188. Range 1,800 yards from Bloodhound. Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 063. Range 2,800 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 063. Range 2,800 yards. I designate contact Baker. Time 13:45.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact able. Bearing 187. Range 2,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Stand by to fire. Load illumination rounds. Illuminate 070. Load point detonating rounds. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now
Fire.
has sonar contact able. Bearing 187. Range
Fire.
2,000 yards from Bloodhound.
On target. Stand by to fire. Fire. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact able. Bearing 188. Range 2,100 yards from Bloodhound. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 070. Last range 2,200 yards. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 153. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 191. Range 2,000 yards from Bloodhound. Surface radar has regained contact. Able. Bearing 191. Range 2,000 yards. Active search. 181 through 001. Relative. Aye, sir.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie
Fire.
taking station.
Mountie, this is
On
Bloodhound.
target.
Proceed to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
Fire.
Contact able now bears 189er.
Fire.
Range 1,700
On target.
yards.
Target bearing 188. Fire. Range 1,600 yards. Fire. 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 On target.
Contact able now bears 1
Fire.
6.
On
Range
target.
1,500 yards.
Fire. Target bearing 184. Range 1,400 yards. Fire.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 186. Last range 1,300 yards. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0262206. Relative.
Active search 026 through 206.
Relative. Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
New course. 186. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 054. Range 1,900 yards.
Bridge, poor lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 174. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact able. Bearing 174. 4. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Stand by to fire. Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 169. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Target bearing 034. Range 2,400 yards. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact.
Fire.
Able. Bearing 151. Range 100 yards
Fire.
from Bloodhound.
Fire. Target bearing 027. Range. Fire. 2,500 yards. Fire. Fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able.
Fire.
Bearing 020. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 004. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 024. Last range 2,400 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 212. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 359. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 202. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 002. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound. Fire 3.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 007. Range 1,000 yards from Bloodhound.
All engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir. Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 201. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 002. Range 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 243. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 350. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 008. Range 3,800 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 331. Range 1,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 013. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 356. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR. Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 228. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 225. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Hard left.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 219. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. New course. 350.
Course 350. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
Stand by to fire.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 332. Last range 1,300 yards.
Course Bloodhound. This is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact able. Bearing 216. Range 1,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 297. Appears to be periscope feather.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 203. Range 1,600 yards from Bloodhound. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
New course. 195. Course. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 190. Range 1,800 yards from Bloodhound. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 188. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR.
Fire 1.
181.
Fire 2.
Closing quickly. I say again,
Fire 3.
CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 204. Range 1,100 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 209. Range 1,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 152. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir. Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 199. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR. Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 253.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Rudder. Bloodhound. This is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on contact. Able. Sonar reports sounds of a sinking submarine. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead full. Aye, sir.
All escorts. Contact Able has most likely been sunk by a Mountie. Good job.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3.
Course 178. Aye, sir. New course 090. Course 090. Aye, sir.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
New course 210. Course 210. Aye, sir. Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0012181. Relative.
Active search. 3, 2, 1, through.
141. Relative. Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Baker, bearing 357. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 000. Course 000. Aye, sir. All engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir. Bridge, starboard lookout. Merchant ship, CBDR. Bearing 011. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
New course 038. Course 038. Aye, sir. New course 357. Course 357. Aye, sir. New course 325. Course 325. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Midships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir. Rudder 20 degrees left. Rudder 20 degrees left. Aye, sir. Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course 332. All engines ahead full.
All engines ahead full. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now
Fire
has sonar
3.
contact. Baker, bearing 048. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
All
engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 137. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Third.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 162. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Steady as she goes.
Bridge, port lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing, 0, 1, 3. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Head 2/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines back full.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 070.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir.
Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Baker, bearing 308. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern.
Bridge, port lookout, warship, CBDR, bearing, 2, 9, 0. Range closing quickly. I
Fire
say
one.
again, CBDR.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 316.
Fire two.
Range 200 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound,
Fire
this is
three.
Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 349. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regained contact. Baker, bearing 092. Relative. Range 30 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 141. Relative. Range 200 yards. Estimated depth shallow. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 150. Relative. Range 300 yards. Bearings drifting right.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder 20 degrees right.
Rudder 20 degrees right. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 146. Relative. Range 500 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 142. Relative. range 600 yards. Combat sonar, contact, Baker, now bears 1, 3,
Fire
9,
1.
relative, range 600 yards, bearings drifting right.
Fire 2. Fire she goes. Aye.
Combat sonar, contact, Baker, now bears 1, 2, 0, relative, range 800 yards.
Very strong propeller noise. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Mountie, report.
Combat sonar, contact, Baker, now bears 1, 1, 2, relative, range 900 yards, bearings drifting right.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie, maneuvering to new station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack your contact.
Acknowledged.
Stand by to fire.
Combat sonar, contact, Baker, now bears 0, 6, 9, relative, range 900 yards, wake on left cut.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead full.
All engines ahead full. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead. Combat sonar, lost contact. Baker, last bearing 1, 5, 6, relative, last range 800 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 164. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar, regained contact. Baker, bearing 0, 2, 6, relative, range 700 yards. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Rudder 20 degrees right.
Rudder 20 degrees right. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships. Combat sonar, contact. Baker, now bears 3, 5, 7, relative, range 400 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Combat sonar, lost contact. Baker, last bearing 1, 6, 6, relative, last range 400 yards. Fire 1.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie.
Fire 2.
Mountie made a depth charge. Bloodhound, this
Fire
is Mountie.
3.
Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 175. Range from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. New course. 3, 2, 3.
Course 3, 2, 3. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead flank.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 335. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. 3, 4, 5.
Course 3, 4, 5. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 014. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 0, 3, 3. Appears to be periscope feather.
Fire 1.
Fire 2. This is Mountie. Mountie now
Fire
has
3.
sonar contact. Baker, bearing 043. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie
Fire
now
1.
has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 113.
Fire
Range
2.
200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. Fire
1,
3, 2, 1.
Course 1, 2, 1. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 166. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. 155.
Course 1,
Aye, sir. New course. 185. Course 185. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 227. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regained contact. Baker, bearing 127. Relative. Range 200 yards.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Roger, Mountie engaging.
Fire 1. Combat sonar. Fire 2. Baker. Now bears 146. Relative. Range 300 yards. Estimated depth shallow. Ready depth charges. Shallow fire 3. Combat fire 1. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 289. Relative. Last range 300 yards.
Bloodhound,
Fire 2.
this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 297. Range
Fire 3.
400 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 306. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 310. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 313. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 315. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
New course. 316. Course 316. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 2/3.
All engines ahead 2/3. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a death charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Bridge, port lookout. Object 1/3 to the horizon. Bearing 337. Appears to be periscope.
Fire 1. Fire 2.
Bridge, start
Fire
lookout.
3.
Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 340. Appears to be periscope feather.
New course. 355. Course 000. Aye, sir. New course.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon. Bearing 351. Appears to be periscope feather.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Warship, CBDR. Bearing 282. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course. 2-9.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead standard. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Regained contact. Baker. Bearing. 110. Relative. Range. 1,100 yards. Fire 1. Steady as she goes. Fire 2.
Aye. Steady on course. 3-3-1.
Fire 3. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears. 100. Relative. Range 1,200 yards. Wake on left cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing. 076. Relative. Last range 1,100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 082. Range 1,200 yards from Bloodhound. Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 082. Range 1,300 yards.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Contact. Baker now bears 085. Range 1,300 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 090. Range 1,400
Fire.
yards.
Contact. Baker now bears 092. Range
On target.
1,400 yards.
Target bearing 093. Range 1,400 yards.
Contact.
Fire.
Baker now bears 094. Range 1,400 yards.
Target bearing 096. Range 1,400 yards. Fire. On target.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships.
Fire.
Aye, sir.
Contact. Baker
On target.
now bears 098. Range
Fire.
1,500 yards.
Fire.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 098. Last range 1,300 yards.
On course. 058.
New course. 101.
Course 10.
Fire 1.
Aye, sir.
Fire 2.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Mountie taking station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack your contact.
Acknowledged.
All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead full. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead flank.
All
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Baker, bearing 108. Range 1,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Steady as she goes. Aye. Steady on course 110. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 105. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Warship, CBDR. Bearing 150. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
114. Rudder 20 degrees left. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 089. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines stop.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 273. Range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
It's back full.
All engines back full. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead 1/3. Fire
All
1.
engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 264. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Stop.
All engines stop. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 267. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 273. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 2. Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 2682088.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing
Fire 1.
272. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Active search. 268 through 088. Relative. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie.
Fire
Mountie
3.
now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 268. Range
Fire
600
1.
yards from Bloodhound.
Engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines
Ready
ahead
depth charges.
2/3.
Shallow
Aye, sir.
pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 260. Range 600 yards from
Fire 1.
Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 248. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 236. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1. Combat sonar. Regained contact. Baker, bearing 287. Relative. Range 700 yards. New course. 280. Course 294. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 279 relative. Range 600 yards. Contact increasing depth. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern. Fire 1. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 256. Fire 2. Relative. Range 500 yards. Strong propeller noise. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 239 relative. Range 600 yards. Wake on right cut. Course 150. Course 163. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 248 relative. Range 600 yards. Estimated depth medium. 0. Course 285. Aye, sir. New course. Fire 1. 248. Course 248. Aye, sir. Fire 2. Fire 3. Contact. Baker. Now bears 238 relative. Range 700 yards. Estimated depth medium. 39. Course 239. Aye, sir. New course 246. Course 247. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 222 relative. Range 800 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 219 relative. Range 800 yards. Strong propeller noise. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Fire 1. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 2. Fire 3. 2. Relative. Range 1,000 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 250. Relative. Range 1,000 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 258. Relative. Range 1,000 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Mountie maneuvering to new station.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 296. Relative. Range 1,000 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Roger. Mountie engaging.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact.
Fire
Baker.
2.
Roger. Mountie attacking contact. Baker.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 3. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 338. Relative. Range 900 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 348. Relative. Range 900 yards. Strong propeller noise. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Fire medium 2. Pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Fire 3. Now bears 359. Relative. Range 700 yards. Bearing steady. Hard left rudder. Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. Rudder amidships. Rudder 20 degrees right. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 009. Relative. Range 600 yards. Bearing steady. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 002. relative. Range 400 yards. Estimated depth medium. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges, medium pattern. Bloodhound combat zone. Fire contact. Baker now bears 008 relative. Range 300 yards. Bearing steady. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges, medium pattern. Fire combat 2. Sonar. Contact. Baker now bears 005. Fire 3. Range 100 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker now bears 005. Relative. Range 100 yards. Estimated depth medium. Fire 1. Ready depth fire 2. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 076. Fire 3. Relative. Last range 100 yards. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 0. Fire 7. 2. 2. 2. 7. Relative. Active search. 0. 4. 7. Through. 2. 2. 7. Relative. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Regained contact. Baker. Bearing 1. Fire 2. 0. Relative. Range 600 yards. Ready depth charges. Fire 3. Combat fire 1. Contact. Baker. Now bears 082. Relative. Fire 2. Range 600 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears fire 076. Relative. Range 600 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 070. Relative. Range 600 yards. Wake on left cut. Ready depth charges. Deep pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 037. Relative. Range 600 yards. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now fire 1. 029. Relative. Range 500 yards. Fire 2. On left cut. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 3. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 3. Fire 1. 4. Relative. Range 400 yards. Estimated depth medium. Fire 2. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Medium. Contact making a sharp left turn.
Bridge, port lookout, floating debris, bearing 3, 5, 8.
All known enemy subs have been defeated. Congratulations, but be wary. The mission is far from over. There are many more days until we reach our destination. All escorts, the convoy has fallen out of formation. Escorts maneuver to protect the ships closest to you.
Roger. Bloodhound out.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 314. Range 6,500 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 314. Range 6,500 yards. I designate contact able. Time 10-3.
Contact Able now bears 3.
Captain I.
3. Range.
Officer of the deck, set general
6,500
quarters.
yards.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions zebra throughout the ship.
Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery ports manned and ready. Engineering officer watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Contact Able now bears 312. Range 6,100 yards. Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Roger. Mountie engaging. Contact Able now bears 311. Range 5,900 yards.
Stand by to fire. Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Fire. Fire.
Contact Able now bears
Fire.
311. Range 5,600 yards.
Fire. Fire. Fire.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 311. Last range 5,200 yards.
Sonar, this is the captain. Perform active search. 0012091.
Investigating arc
240 through
060. Aye, sir.
Surface radar has regained contact. Able, bearing 303. Range 5,200 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 303. Fire. Range 5,100 yards.
Contact. Able.
Fire.
Now bears 303. Range
Fire.
5,200 yards.
Target bearing. Fire. 302. Range 5,000 yards. Fire.
Contact. Able.
Fire.
Now bears 302. Range 5,000 yards.
Fire. Target bearing 302. Range 4,800 yards. Fire. Fire.
Contact. Able. Now bears 301. Range 4,800 yards.
Fire. Fire. Load illumination round.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 301. Last range 4,400 yards.
Illuminate 3.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 054. Range 3,800 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 054. Range
Fire.
3,800 yards. I designate contact Baker. Time
Fire.
10-9.
Load point detonating rounds. Fire. 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 Fire.
Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 054. Last range 3,400 yards.
Sonar combat. Investigate arc 253 through 073.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 253.
Through 073. Sonar I.
Surface radar has regained contact. Able, bearing 289er. Range 4,700 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 288. Range 4,600 yards.
Contact. Able, now bears
Fire.
288. Range 4,700
Fire.
yards.
Target bearing 285. Range 4,500 yards. Fire.
Contact. Able, now bears
Fire.
285. Range 4,500 yards.
Fire. Fire. Target bearing 283. Range 4,400 yards. Fire.
Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 066. Range 2,700 yards. New course.
Lost contact. Able, last bearing 282. Last range 4,000 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 068. Range 2,000. 600 yards. Bearing steady. Course 092. Aye, sir. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. New course 065. Course 065. Aye, sir. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 068. Range 2,400 yards. Contact decreasing depth.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact Able. Bearing 278. Range 4,800 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 067. Range 2,100 yards.
Stand by to fire.
Contact Baker, now bears
Fire.
067. Range 2,100 yards.
Fire. On target. Fire. Target bearing 069. Range 1,900 yards. On target. Fire.
Contact Baker, now bears 069er. Range 1,800 yards.
Fire. On target. Fire. Target bearing 071. Range 1,600 yards. On target. Fire.
Contact Baker, now bears 071. Surface radar has regained contact. Able, bearing 277. Range 5,600 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 277. Range 5,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 070. Last range 1,300 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Medium fire 2. Fire 3. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 301. Range 100 yards. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Fire 3. 255. Range 400 yards. Wake on right cut. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 215. Range 600 yards. Wake on right cut. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 215. Last range 500 yards. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead 1/3.
Fire 1.
Aye, sir.
Hard right rudder.
Hard right
Fire 2.
Aye, sir.
Hard left fire 3.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 2, 1,
Fire
7.
2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes.
Aye.
Fire
Steady on
1.
course 2, 1, 6.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead, 1/3. Aye, sir.
Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. Fire 1. 1, 4, 2, 1, 3, 4. Active search. 3, 1, 4, through. 1, 3, 4. Aye, sir. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Fire 1. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Fire 2. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Sonar. This is the captain. Investigate arc. 337 2 1 5 7. Investigating arc. Fire 1. 3 7 through 1 5 7. Fire 2. Sonar. This is the captain. Perform fire
Combat
3.
sonar. Regain contact.
9,
Baker.
2,
Bearing.
1,
0.
7, 9 5. Range 1,100 yards. Active search 0 6 3 through 2 4 3. Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 108. Range 1,200 yards. Contact decreasing depth. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing. Fire 108. Last range 1,100 yards. Fire 3. Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 1, 0, 5.
All engines ahead 1/3.
All engines ahead, 1/3. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern.
lost contact. Able, last bearing, 2, 4, 5.
Fire
last
3.
range, 2,600 yards.
Bloodhound,
Fire
this
2.
is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact. Able. Bearing 2, 4, 6.
Fire
Range 3,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 162. Range 100 yards. Fire 1. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 162. Last range 100 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 3. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Fire 3. Fire 1. Fire 2. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie made a depth charge attack on contact.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 1. Fire 1. 0. Range 500 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 1. 4. 0. Last range 400 yards. 3. Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Sub-sighted, northwest, 6 miles from convoy.
All escorts, our eyes in the sky found a sub 280, range 4,100 yards from the convoy center. Bloodhound, take immediate action to find and prosecute the sub. All other escorts, maintain sector patrols, increased vigilance.
Bloodhound, roger. Moving toward threat as reported. Out.
Lost contact. Able. Last bearing 280. Last range 3,700 yards.
Captain I, officer of the deck, set general quarters.
Set general quarters. Aye. General quarters. General quarters. All hands man your battle stations. Set conditions Zebra throughout the ship.
Stern depth charge detail manned and ready. Main battery ports manned and ready. Engineering auxiliary watch reports engineering manned and ready. Zebra set. 4 boilers online. Max speed 32 knots. Electric plant split. All fire pumps online.
Very well.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted, northwest, 5 miles from convoy.
Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead flank.
All engines ahead flank. Aye, sir.
New course 280.
Course 280. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Air support on station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to assigned station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to new station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 349. Range 800 yards from guide.
Roger. Hockey
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Able. Bearing 269. Range 3,300 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to new station.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to new station.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 338. Range 200 yards from guide.
Roger. Hockey maneuvering to station. Bearing 3.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 266. Range 2,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Take new station in convoy screen.
Roger. Hockey taking station.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Able.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Able.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 262. Range 2,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Course 256. Aye, sir.
New course 290.
Course 290. Aye, sir.
Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady
Stand
on
by to
course
fire.
267.
Start tracking contact. Target acquired. Load
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 257. Range 1,700 yards from Bloodhound.
Illuminate. 257.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Sub-submerged.
Illuminate. 257.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 247. Range 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
New course 247.
Course 247.
Sonar.
Aye,
This
sir.
is the captain. Perform active search. 2982028.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 231. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Investigating arc 253 through 073. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 207. Range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 185. range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Antler engaging.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Hard right rudder.
Hard right rudder. Aye, sir.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Fire 2. Medium pattern. Fire 3. Steady as she goes.
Aye. Steady on course 3-0-0.
Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Fire 2.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 016.
Fire
Range 4,200 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar.
Bearing 016. Range 4,200 yards.
Fire 1.
I designate contact Baker. Time 1:12.
Black Cat.
Fire 2.
Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area ahead of convoy.
Black
Fire
Cat,
3.
this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Baker.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Baker.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. New course. 085.
Course 085. Aye, sir. This is Black Cat. Sub sighted. Northwest, 6 miles from convoy.
Fire 1. Fire 2.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 02.
Fire 3.
7. Last range 3,300 yards.
Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area northwest of convoy.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie regained. Contact able. Bearing 147. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Baker. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to station. Bearing 340. Range 3,900 yards from guide.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 156. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Maple maneuvering to station bearing 340. Range 3,900 yards from guide.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted. Northwest, 6 miles from convoy.
Maple, this is
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 164. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Roger. Maple taking station.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Engage contact. Baker.
Roger. Maple engaging contact. Baker.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Maneuver to assigned station.
Roger. Maple maneuvering to assigned station.
Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie now has sonar contact. Able. Bearing 172. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 019. Range 2,900 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Mountie. Mountie lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 175. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Able. Bearing 178. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Able. Last known at bearing 180. Range 1,600 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 013. Range 2,700 yards. Strong propeller noise.
Black Cat.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 013. Last range 2,500 yards.
Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area northwest of convoy. Roger. Black Cat on the way to patrol area ahead of convoy.
this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge. Attack on contact. Able. Sonar reports sound of a sinking submarine.
Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead, 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
All escorts. Contact Able has most likely been sunk by Antler. Good job.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 001. Range 5,100 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 001. Range
5,100 yards. I designate contact Charlie. Time 1:16.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is
Fire.
Bloodhound. Attack contact, Charlie.
Roger. Black Cat attacking
Fire.
contact. Charlie.
Stand by to fire. Load point detonating rounds. Fire. Load illumination round. Illuminate. 001.
Surface radar has regained contact. Baker, bearing 345. Range 2,000 yards. Contact Baker now bears 342. Range 1,900 yards.
Stand by to fire. Target bearing 341. Range 1,900 yards. Load point detonating rounds.
Bloodhound.
Fire.
This is Black Cat. Subsighted. Northwest, 5 miles from convoy.
Fire.
Contact Baker now bears 333. Range 1,600 yards.
Stand by to fire.
Lost contact. Baker, last bearing 330. Last range 1,400 yards.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact, Baker.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Baker. Bloodhound. This is Black Cat. Subsighted. Northwest, 6 miles from convoy.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 320. Range 1,300 yards.
Antler, this is Bloodhound. You're clear to engage.
Roger. Antler engaging.
Hockey, this is Bloodhound. Attack your contact.
Acknowledged.
Bloodhound. This is Black Cat. Engaging sub.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 312. Range 1,200 yards. Very strong propeller noise. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir. Bloodhound. This is Black Cat. Subsighted. Northwest.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 303. Range 1,000 yards. Bearings drifting left. Goes. Aye.
Steady on course.
313. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 297. Range 800 yards. Estimated depth shallow.
Bloodhound. This is Black Cat. Subsighted. Northwest, 5 miles from convoy.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead standard.
All engines ahead full.
Lost contact. Charlie, last bearing 351. Last range 1,500 yards.
Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 293. Last range 700
Fire
yards.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Baker. Bearing 291. Range 600
Fire
yards
2.
from Bloodhound.
Bloodhound. This is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Baker. Bearing 289. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound. This is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Baker. Bearing 118. range 100 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 1.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Charlie, bearing 026. Range 1,400 yards from Bloodhound.
Rudder.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regained contact. Baker, bearing 1,
Fire 2.
6, range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Maple.
Fire
Maple
1.
now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 1, 2, 4, range 400 yards from Bloodhound.
Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 1, 3, 6, range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 295. Range 1,700 yards.
Bridge combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 295. Range 1,700 yards. I designate contact dog. Time 1:22.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 148. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 2/3 to the horizon, bearing 040. It appears to be periscope feather.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted. Northwest.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 162. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Charlie, bearing 040. Range 900 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing 040. Range 900 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie, bearing 039. Range 900 yards.
Lost contact. Dog, last bearing 281. Last range 1,200 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Oil slick, bearing 079.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie, now bears 032. Range 700 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears
028. Range 700 yards. Contact increasing depth. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 024. Last range 600 yards.
Black Cat reporting.
Black Cat, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact, dog.
Roger. Black Cat attacking contact. Dog. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Subsighted. Northwest, 6 miles from convoy.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Engaging sub. Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted. Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey regained contact. Charlie, bearing 006. Range 600 yards from Bloodhound.
Sonar. This is the captain.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon, bearing 207. Appears to be periscope feather.
Investigating arc 344 through 164. Aye, sir.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 357. Range 700 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, starboard lookout. Object 1/2 to the horizon, bearing 211. Appears to be periscope feather.
Bloodhound, this is Black Cat. Periscope feather sighted. West, 4 miles from convoy.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 353. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey now has sonar contact. Charlie, bearing 354. Range 800 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Sonar. This is the captain. Perform active search. 1992 019. Active search. 1. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Baker. Bearing 207. Range 600 yards. Hard left rudder.
Hard left rudder. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 201. Range 500 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey lost contact. Charlie, last known bearing. 355. Range 1,000 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Fire 1. Contact. Baker. Now bears 193. Range 300 yards. Strong propeller noise. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler made a depth charge attack on contact. Baker, unknown results.
Fire 1. Combat sonar. Contact. Baker. Now bears 1. Fire 2. 9. Range 200 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 308. Range 3,200 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing
Fire 1.
308. Range 3,200 yards. I designate contact.
Fire 2.
Easy. Time 1:27.
Combat sonar. Contact. Baker.
Fire
Now bears 119. Range 100 yards. Bearing drifting left. Ready depth. Fire 1. Ready depth charges. Fire 2. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Baker. Last bearing 0. Fire 3. 4. Last range 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler now has sonar contact. Baker, bearing 027. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Course 012. Course Fire 1. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Charlie. Bearing 00. Fire 2. Range 2,000 yards. All engines ahead 1/3. Fire
All
3.
engines ahead 1/3. Aye, sir.
Mountie reporting.
Mountie, this is Bloodhound. Proceed to engage.
Roger. Mountie in
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 002. Range 2,100 yards. Bearing steady.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 026. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Maple, this is Bloodhound. Attack contact. Easy.
Roger. Maple attacking contact. Easy.
Contact making a sharp left turn.
348 through 168.
Combat sonar. Investigating arc. 348 through 168. Sonar eye.
Stand by to fire.
Hard left rudder.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 037. Range 500 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 008. Range 2,000 yards. Bearing steady.
Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 340. Last range 2,200 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 012. Range 1,900 yards. Estimated depth medium. Ready depth charges. Medium pattern. Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Fire now 1. Bears 016. Range 1,900 yards. Contact increasing depth.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. East
Fire
bearing
2.
350. Range 2,100 yards from Bloodhound. Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Easy. Last known at bearing 351.
Fire
Range
3.
2,100 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 315. Range 2,600 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Easy. Bearing 351. Range 2,000 yards.
Bridge, copy. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 315. Range 2,600 yards. I designate contact Fox. Time
Fire 2.
1:31.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 022. Range 1,600 yards. Bearing
Fire
3.
Bloodhound, this is Antler.
Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 002. Last range 1,700 yards. Surface radar has regained contact. Easy. Bearing 005. Range 1,800 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 071. Range 300 yards from Bloodhound.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth charge attack on contact. Charlie, oil slick.
Lost contact. Easy. Last bearing 005. Last range 1,600 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler lost contact. Baker, last known at bearing 070. Range 200 yards from Bloodhound.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 020. Range 1,400 yards. Bearing steady.
Lost contact. Fox. Last bearing 328. Last range 1,800 yards.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 015. Range 1,300 yards. Weak propeller noise. Ready depth charges.
Is sinking.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Antler.
Combat sonar. Contact. Charlie. Now bears 010. Range 1,300 yards. Bearing steady. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Charlie. Last bearing 010. Last range 1,200 yards. Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern. Rudder amidships. Rudder amidships. Aye, sir.
We've lost
Fire
Red Oak.
3.
All ships. Maneuver to avoid.
Fire 1. Fire 2. Fire 3.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple regain contact. Easy. Bearing 355. Range 1,500 yards from Bloodhound.
Bridge, port lookout, oil slick, bearing 351. Bridge, port lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 037. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR.
All engines ahead. 2/3.
All engines ahead, 2/3. Aye, sir.
Rudder amidships.
Rudder amidships.
Stand by to
Aye, sir.
fire.
Bloodhound, this is Hockey. Hockey made a depth.
Bridge, starboard lookout, merchant ship, CBDR, bearing 022. Range closing quickly. I say again, CBDR. Bridge, starboard lookout, oil slick, bearing 044.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple lost contact. Easy. Last known at bearing 331. Range 900 yards from Bloodhound.
Surface radar has regained contact. Fox. Bearing 299. Range 2,200 yards.
Bridge, starboard lookout, oil slick, bearing 329.
Ready depth charges. Shallow pattern.
Stand by to fire.
Bloodhound, this is Antler. Antler regained contact. Baker, bearing 227. Range 1,200 yards from Bloodhound.
Stand by to fire.
Surface radar has a new contact. Bearing 342. Range 5,500 yards.
Bridge, combat. New surface contact from radar. Bearing 342. Range 5,500 yards. I designate contact George. Time 1:36.
Combat sonar. New sonar contact. Bearing 118. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Dog. Last bearing. 118. Last range. 100 yards.
Bloodhound, this is Maple. Maple made a depth charge attack on contact. Easy. Sonar reports sounds of a sinking submarine.
Ready depth fire 1. Deep pattern.
All escorts. Contact Easy
Fire
has
2.
most likely been sunk by Maple. Well done.
Fire 3. Combat sonar. Regain contact. Dog. Bearing 133. Range 500 yards. Combat sonar. Lost contact. Dog. Last bearing 133. Last range 500 yards.